We constantly hear about the Illuminati, the Freemasons, or Skull and Bones, but over 2 millennia before those organizations existed, a much older, infinitely more powerful secret society was formed in India. It was founded by Emperor Ashoka. He established a circle of 9 to guard books containing science capable of elevating humans or destroying the universe. Ashoka selected 9 anonymous custodians. These were the absolute greatest scientific and strategic minds of the era, bound by a single unbreakable rule: they could never share what they knew. These custodians managed technical breakthroughs that outpaced the social and moral development of the era, knowledge that humanity was simply unequipped to handle. In 261 BC, the Kalinga War ended in a slaughter. Over 100,000 people lay dead, and another 150,000 were displaced. Witnessing this exact scale of destruction broke Ashoka. He abandoned military conquest and embraced Buddhism and nonviolence. But he also realized something terrifying about human nature. He saw that our endless greed, combined with the advanced weaponry and scientific methods being developed in India at the time, would eventually guarantee our extinction. Instead of destroying the data, Ashoka issued a radical decree to bury it. He enforced a massive suppression of scientific advancement across his entire empire. The 9 unknown men were born out of sheer necessity. It was an act of absolute restriction, built to lock primitive humans away from the tools of their own self-destruction. To ensure no single individual held absolute power, Ashoka compartmentalized this knowledge into 9 distinct disciplines, organized into escalating tiers. The first focuses on control. Book 1 details psychological warfare, the exact science of molding mass public opinion and weaponizing crowds without a sword. Book 2 targets the individual. It maps the hidden mechanics of human physiology, specifically focusing on marma vidya, the precise application of pressure to nerve clusters that allows you to kill a person with a single touch. By placing psychology and physiology at the start of the vault, Ashoka signaled that the most immediate risk to his peace was the manipulation of people themselves. The second tier moves beyond human behavior and scales up to the manipulation of physical matter and biological life. Book 3 outlines microbiology and biotechnology. This text contains instructions for cultivating lethal viruses, designing biological weapons, and engineering cures to halt global pandemics. Some historians argue this precise ancient biotechnology is the hidden reason why the Ganges River resists spoiling and bacterial growth over long periods. Book 4 commands alchemy, specifically the transmutation of base metals into gold. According to local records, whenever devastating famines struck, anonymous figures would secretly distribute massive amounts of gold to Indian temples to save the starving population. With control over biological decay and the transmutation of matter, the 9 held the power to dictate the survival of entire provinces from the shadows. The final tier of the vault contains the most apocalyptic sciences, disciplines that manipulate cosmic forces and dictate the lifespan of entire civilizations. Books 5 and 8 cover communication and light. This includes methods for establishing contact with extraterrestrial intelligence and the physics required to concentrate light into planet-scorching laser weaponry. Book 6 details gravitation. It holds the absolute mastery of anti-gravity physics, providing the exact engineering blueprints for the Vimanas, the legendary flying machines described in ancient Indian epics. Finally, Books 7 and 9 command cosmology and sociology. They outline the mechanics of wormholes and time travel, alongside master algorithms that perfectly predict exactly when human empires will rise and collapse. Ashoka's final tier locks away technology that our 21st century science is only just beginning to theorize. The custodians of this knowledge are said to still exist today, either through a strictly guarded generational transfer of power, or because the texts granted them immortality. Researchers point to sudden, inexplicable leaps in global science as evidence of controlled leaks from the 9. In the 10th century, Pope Sylvester II built a complex metallic head answering questions using a binary system, a massive anomaly for the era. More recently, the pioneering Indian scientist J.C. Bose developed advanced theories on electromagnetic waves. Rumors persist that his breakthroughs were aided by members of the society. Bose's work occurred in environments that merged traditional philosophical understanding with modern machinery, providing a possible link to how his research outpaced his contemporaries. These anomalies suggest that humanity's timeline of progress isn't natural. It is being carefully curated and drip-fed to us by these anonymous custodians. Look at the headlines right now. We are actively grappling with mass psychological manipulation via social media, the looming threat of engineered biological warfare, and military pushes toward directed energy weapons. As our technology begins to match the destructive potential described in these ancient texts, the question remains, are we any more equipped to handle this power than the people of Ashoka's time? The Nine might still be walking among us today, quietly watching our progress. To uncover more hidden chapters of our history, subscribe to the channel.